Hello all. Today we will discuss 5th August 2024 Secure Synopsis. Okay, General Studies 1. The topic is prehistoric period. The first question, the discovery of fire marked a turning point in the development of human civilization. Comment. It's a 10-marker question. So why this question? The question is part of the static syllabus of GS paper 1. Okay. Key demand of this question is to comment on how the discovery of fire was a pivotal moment in the human civilization, discussing its profound effects on technological, social, and cultural development. Structure of the answer. Introduction. Introduce the concept of discovery of fire as a fundamental milestone in human history. Body. Firstly, mention the technological advancements enabled by fire, cooking and nutrition, tool making and metalworking, energy and industry, etc. Second is, in the second part, social and cultural implications, such as formation of settlements, socialization and communication, shelter and protection, landscape modification, and at last, briefly mention modern implications and its legacy. Conclusion. Conclude by emphasizing that the discovery of fire was a cornerstone in the advancement of human society, setting the stage for future innovations and growth. Introduction. The mastery of fire stands as one of the most pivotal achievements in human history, a discovery that fundamentally altered the course of our species' development. Evidence of early fire control dates back to the lower Paleolithic sites like Kubi Fora in Kenya, dating around 1.5 million years ago, show oxidized patches of earth, suggesting fire use. Discovery of fire marked a turning point in the development of human civilization. Discovery of fire marked a turning point in the development of human civilization. First one is technological advancements. Cooking and nutrition. Fire allowed early humans to cook food, which not only made it more palatable but also easier to digest. Cooking food led to the better absorption of nutrients, reducing the prevalence of diseases and increasing energy availability, which may have contributed to brain development. Second, then tool production. The control of fire enabled the development of more advanced tools. Example, heat treatment of stone tools made them more durable and efficient, aiding in hunting and other daily activities. Second is protection and survival. Predator deterrence. Fire served as a means of protection against predators. The ability to create and control fire provided early humans with a defensive mechanism, enhancing their chances of survival in the wild. Then climate adaptation. Fire was crucial in cold environments, allowing early humans to inhabit regions that were previously uninhabitable due to low temperatures. It provided warmth and facilitated the migration and settlement of humans in diverse climates. Third one is social cohesion. The control of fire fostered social interactions. Gatherings around a communal fire likely facilitated communication, the sharing of stories, and the development of social bonds. Fourth one is cultural practices. Fire played a significant role in the development of ritual and cultural practices. Ceremonies and rituals involving fire, such as the use of fire in burial practices, highlights its importance in the cultural and spiritual lives of early humans. Fifth one is agriculture and land management. Fire was instrumental in early agricultural practices. Controlled burns were used to clear land for cultivation and manage vegetation, which improved agricultural yields and supported the growth of human populations. Sixth one is environmental manipulation. Fire allowed humans to manipulate their environment in unprecedented ways. This included the use of fire to drive game during hunts and the creation of more habitable spaces by clearing dense underbush. Conclusion. The progression from opportunistic use to sophisticated fire control illustrates the adaptability and ingenuity of early humans. The progression from opportunistic use to sophisticated fire control illustrates the adaptability and ingenuity of early humans. Okay, then next topic is also prehistoric period. Second question is discuss the key characteristics of Neolithic revolution and its implications for the development of human societies, particularly in the Indian subcontinent. It's a 15-marker question. Okay, why this question? Okay, the key demand of this question is to discuss the essential features of Neolithic revolution and analyze its effect on development of human societies, specifically in the context of Indian subcontinent. Okay, structure of the answer should be in IBC format. So in introduction, define the Neolithic revolution as the transition from nomadic hunter-gatherer societies to settled agricultural communities. In body, first discuss the key characteristics of the Neolithic revolution, agricultural and such as agricultural and domestication of plants, domestication of animals, sedentary lifestyle, and permanent settlements, development of crafts and technologies, etc. Then cite examples too. Okay. Second, next discuss the implications for human societies in the Indian subcontinent, such as development of early civilizations, agricultural expansion, innovations in pottery, tool making, and textile production, formation of social hierarchies, trade networks, and economic systems, etc. Conclusion. Conclude by summarizing. Okay, introduction. The Neolithic Revolution, also known as the Agricultural Revolution, marks a pivotal period in the human history when societies transitioned from hunting and gathering to agriculture and settlement. This transformation, occurring around 10,000 BCE, brought about significant changes in human lifestyle, social structures, and technological advancements. Key characteristics of the Neolithic Revolution. First one is to shift to agriculture. The Neolithic age saw the transition to agriculture with the cultivation of crops such as ragi, horse gram, cotton, rice, wheat, and barley. Second is animal domestications. People also domesticated animals like cattle, sheep, and goats, establishing a food-producing economy. Third one is technological advancements. Unlike the Paleolithic period, Neolithic people used polished stone tools and axes known as celts, which were more refined than earlier flake tools. They also crafted tools and weapons from bone. Fourth one is settled communities. The shift to agriculture led to the establishment of permanent settlements. The shift to agriculture led to the establishment of permanent settlements. People began to build more durable homes and develop villages and towns, moving away from the temporary shelters of nomadic lifestyles. Fifth one is pottery development. Pottery emerged for storing grains, cooking, and water management. Implications of the advancement in Neolithic Revolution on human societies in Indian subcontinent. Implications of the advancement in Neolithic Revolution on human societies in Indian subcontinent. First one is development of early civilization. The Neolithic Revolution laid the groundwork for the rise of the Indus Valley civilization. The shift to agriculture allowed for surplus food production, which supported larger, more complex urban centers like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Second is population growth. The cultivation of crops like wheat, barley, rice, and millet. Expanded agricultural production in the Indian subcontinent. This expansion supported larger populations and led to the development of more permanent settlements. Example, evidence of early rice cultivation has been found at sites such as Mehergarh, now in Pakistan, and Lahura Deva, Uttar Pradesh. Third one is pottery. The advent of agriculture necessitated the development of pottery for storing grains, cooking, and managing water. Neolithic pottery in the Indian subcontinent included grey ware, black burnished ware, and matte impressed ware, which were essential for daily life and trade. Example, the pottery found at Mehergarh. Fourth one is textile production. Innovations in the textile production, including the use of spinning and weaving techniques, allowed for the creation of durable clothing and other fabric-based goods. Example, evidence from the sites like Mehergarh shows the early use of spindle wheels for spinning. Fifth one is social stratification. This surplus food production and settled life led to the development of social hierarchies. Example, in sites like Mehergarh and Harappa, Burial practices and the distribution of artifacts indicate differences in social status and roles within communities. Sixth one is regional trade. The surplus of agricultural produce and crafted goods led to the development of extensive trade networks. Example, evidence of trade links between the Indus Valley civilization and regions as far as Mesopotamia highlights the economic interactions facilitated by Neolithic revolution. Conclusion. The end of Stone Age is marked by the Neolithic period, which is characterized by a wide range of innovations that appear to have arisen independently in various regions of the world. It persisted in India between roughly 6000 and 1000 BC. Copper metallurgy was developed toward the end of the Neolithic period, establishing a transitional stage to the Bronze Age, also known as the Chalcolithic era. Chalcolithic era. Okay. Next, we will discuss the General Studies paper 2. Topic is e-governance, applications, models, success, limitations, and potential. Question 3. E-governance is widely recognized for improving effectiveness, transparency, and accountability in governance, but there are shortcomings that hinder its effectiveness. Analyze 250 words. Okay, why this question? IRCTC has fixed a critical vulnerability on its insurance portal that allowed unauthorized access to passenger travel details and changes to nominee information. Okay, key demand of this question is to analyze the shortcomings of e-governance despite its recognized benefits in improving effectiveness, transparency, and accountability. Okay, the directive word here is analyze. So examine the various shortcomings and challenges of e-governance despite its advantages in improving governance, effectiveness, transparency, and accountability, and suggest measures. Okay, structure of the answer. Introduction. Briefly define e-governance and its intended benefits. Mention its role in improving governance. Body. First part, benefits of e-governance, such as enhanced accessibility and efficiency of services, increased transparency in government operations, improved accountability through digital records and processes. Okay, second part, shortcomings and challenges. Technical issues like cyber security risks and data breaches, example, IRCTC vulnerability, digital divide, resistance to change from traditional bureaucratic processes, inadequate infrastructure and resources, privacy concerns. Third part is suggest measures. Conclusion. In conclusion, emphasize the need for addressing these issues to fully realize the potential of e-governance in improving governance. Introduction. E-governance leverages information and communication technology (ICT) to streamline government services, interactions, and transactions between government to customer (G2C), government to business (G2B), government to government (G2G). Okay, body. Goals of e-governance. What are the goals of e-governance? There are 5 goals. First one is better service delivery to citizens. Second is ushering in transparency and accountability. Ushering in transparency and accountability. Third one is empowering people through information. Fourth one is improve interface with business and industry. Fifth is improved efficiency within governments. Improved efficiency within governments. Okay, improvements through e-governance. Effectiveness, one-stop portals. Example, platforms like the Umang app, Umang app, provide over 1200 services, reducing the need for multiple visits. 2. Paperless transactions. Example, initiatives such as the e-office enhance efficiency by minimizing manual processes. Third one is speed and convenience. Example, services like Andhra Pradesh Seva expedite service delivery. Fourth one is telemedicine. Example, e-Sanjeevani offers remote consultations, improving access to healthcare in remote areas. Transparency. First one is real-time information. Example, platforms like Merit India provide real-time data enhancing transparency in electricity management. Second one is public procurement. Example, the government e-marketplace, GEM, ensures fair practices in public procurement. Third one is RTI online. Example, digitization of RTI application improves access to information. Accountability. First one is digital attendance. Example, Aadhaar enabled biometric attendance system. AEBAS ensures punctuality and accountability. Second one is monitoring and evaluation. Example, tools like Pragati monitor programs and ensure timely implementation. Challenges that undermine effectiveness of e-governance. First one is digital divide. Internet access disparities exist between urban and rural areas. Data. NSSO, National Sample Survey Office data reveals a staggering disparity. Only 24%, only 24% of rural households have internet access compared to 66% in cities. Second is cybersecurity concerns. Example, high-profile breaches like the Air India data leak, Air India data leak highlight the security issues. Third one is privacy concerns. Large-scale data collection, such as through Aadhaar, raises privacy issues. Example, IRCTC recently fixed a critical vulnerability on its insurance portal that allowed unauthorized access to unauthorized access to passenger travel details. Fourth one is complex user interfaces. Example, some platforms are not user friendly, particularly for the elderly. Fifth one is language barriers. Example, limited vernacular language options restrict usability. Measures. What are the measures to address these challenges? Measures to address these challenges. First one is digital literacy. Promote digital skills through grassroots campaigns and school curricula. Second one is cybersecurity measures. Uh, Develop a multi-tier cybersecurity framework using blockchain and national hotline for quick reporting. Third one is infrastructure development. Build community internet centers and improve rural connectivity. Fourth one is multilingual platforms. Create platforms in multiple languages with voice assistance. Fifth one is interoperable systems. Develop universal digital IDs for seamless data exchange. India Stack. Okay. Conclusion: e-governance has transformed government operations, but addressing current challenges with innovative solutions will further enhance its effectiveness, transparency, and inclusiveness. What is India Stack? India Stack refers to the project of creating a unified software platform to bring India's population into the digital age. Okay. India Stack is a moniker for a set of an open APIs and digital public goods that aim to unlock the economic primitives of identity, data, and payment at population scale. Okay. Next, we will discuss the topic structure, organization, and functioning of the executive and the judiciary. So fourth question is examine the factors contributing to the high level of judicial pendency in India. Also suggest practical measures to address and mitigate this issue. Why this question? A recent Ministry of Law and Justice report highlights the significant infrastructure deficiencies in district courts affecting justice delivery. Key demand of this question is to examine the factors contributing to judicial pendency in India and suggest practical measures to address and mitigate this issue. Directive is to examine a detailed analysis of the factors causing high judicial pendency and evaluate practical measures that could effectively address and reduce the backlog. Structure of the answer should be in ABC format. Introduction. Briefly state the issue of high judicial pendency in India. Provide data. Body first part, factors contributing to high judicial pendency, such as the high volume of cases relative to available judges, inadequate infrastructure and resources, procedural inefficiencies, then lack of modernization and technological integration. Second part is practical measures to address the issue. Increase in the number of judges and court staff, investment in infrastructure and technological upgrades, streamlining judicial processes, and case management, promoting alternative dispute resolution mechanisms. In conclusion, emphasize the importance of implementing reforms for reducing pendency and improving justice delivery. Introduction. As of September 2023, the Supreme Court of India has 80,344 pending cases, with 78%, 78% being civil matters and 22% being criminal. In 2023, the court disposed of 36,164 out of 37,777 cases filed. Over 4,000 pending cases are more. Over 4,000 pending cases are more than a decade old. Around 4.43 crore cases are pending in various district and subordinate courts across the country as of July 2024. In these pending cases, around 1 lakh cases are more than 30 years old. The highest number of pendency is in Uttar Pradesh, which is over 1 crore. Okay, body. Total pending cases, 80,344. Less than 1 year old, 25,119. Pending cases, pending civil cases, 62,859. Less than 1 year old, 17,897. Pending criminal cases, 17,485. Less than 1 year old, 7,222. Okay, factors contributing to the high level of judicial pendency. First one is shifting role of the Supreme Court. Transition from focusing on constitutional cases to functioning as a regular appellate court has overburdened Supreme Court. Second one is shortage of judges. Shortage of judges. Data. Approximately 25% of judicial positions are vacant in subordinate courts, affecting the judges to population ratio. The Law Commission had previously suggested a ratio of 50 judges per million people. Third one is budgetary constraints and infrastructure issues. Inadequate budget allocation has resulted in poor infrastructure for lower courts, impairing their ability to deliver quality judgments. Inadequate budget allocation has resulted in poor infrastructure for lower courts, impairing their ability to deliver quality judgments. Fourth one is government case burden. Data. Central and state governments contribute to over 46% of the pending cases in Indian courts. Fifth one is special leave petitions, SLPs, and frivolous bills. The judiciary is often occupied by frivolous public interest litigations, bills, and challenges to government policies, consuming significant judicial time. Sixth one is lack of court management systems. Limited presence of court managers in courts hinders effective case management and optimization of judicial operations. Okay, practical measures to address judicial pendency. First one is to split the Supreme Court into two divisions. Example, the 10th Law Commission proposed to divide the Supreme Court into a constitutional division and a legal division, focusing on specific areas of law to streamline cases. Second one is to establish a National Court of Appeal for SLPs. Okay. Example, Supreme Court has previously suggested the creation of a specialized court to handle special leave petitions, allowing the Supreme Court, SLPs means special leave petitions, okay, allowing the Supreme Court to focus on constitutional and public law issues. Third one is establish regional benches of Supreme Court. Recommendation 229th Law Commission Report 2009 to set up regional benches in Delhi, Chennai, or Hyderabad, Kolkata, and Mumbai to hear non-constitutional cases and reduce the backlog. Fourth one is to increase the number of work days. Example, the 2009 Law Commission in its 2030th report. The 2009 Law Commission in its 230th report suggested that court vacations be cut down by 10 to 15 days at all levels of judiciary to help cut the backlog of cases. Fifth one is to establish a dedicated authority for infrastructure. Example, proposal by former Chief Justice of India, N.V. Ramanna, to create a National Judicial Infrastructure Authority, NJIA, IAI, National Judicial Infrastructure Authority of India, to improve judicial infrastructure across the country. Okay, sixth one is Alternate Dispute Resolution, ADR. Lok Adalat should be organized regularly for settling civil and family matters. Then Gram Panchayats, Gram Nyayalayas will help in decreasing the workload of the judicial institution. Then village legal care and support center can also be established by the high courts to work at the grassroots level. Conclusion, during pendency needs to be dealt with on a war footing. Judicial pendency need to be dealt with on a war footing, else the maxim justice delayed is justice denied will unfortunately depict the state of affairs of the Indian jurisprudence. Okay, next we will discuss General Studies 3. Topic is environmental conservation and resource management. Question 5, are deep sea metals a vital resource or an environmental disaster in the making? Discuss. It's a 15-marker question. Why this question? With a growing interest in deep sea mining, this question is crucial for understanding the balance between the economic benefits of extracting valuable metals and potential irreversible damage to fragile marine ecosystems. Key demand of this question is to evaluate the dual nature of deep sea metals as both a significant resource for the future and a potential environmental catastrophe, considering the pros and cons and using examples to support the arguments. Structure of the answer. Introduction. Introduce deep sea mining, highlight the valuable metals and rare earths found on the ocean floor and their importance in the global economy. Importance of deep sea metals. Importance of deep sea metals. First one is crucial for technology and renewable energy. Example, metals like cobalt and nickel for batteries. Second one is economic potential. Example, resource-rich regions like the Clarion-Clipperton zone. Third one is strategic resources independence. Example, reducing reliance on the land-based mining. Reducing reliance on land-based mining. Environmental concerns. Destruction of marine ecosystems. Example, irreversible damage to seabed habitats. Impact on biodiversity. Example, potential extinction of species in unexplored areas. Impact on biodiversity. Example, potential extinction on species in unexplored areas. Then pollution and sediment plumes. Example, disruption of oceanic food chains and fishing activities. Fourth one is technological and cost challenges. Example, risks associated with mining in extreme conditions. Give a balanced conclusion. Okay. Introduction. Deep sea metals found in the form of polymetallic nodules, hydrothermal vents, and cobalt-rich crusts have gained significant attention due to their potential to meet the increasing global demand for metals like cobalt, nickel, copper, and rare earth elements. However, the extinction of these resources from the deep sea poses serious environmental concerns. Body, vital resource. First one is growing demand for metals. Deep sea metals are crucial for various industries, particularly in the production of batteries for electric vehicles, renewable energy technologies, and electronics. The International Energy Agency (IEA) predicts a significant increase in the demand for these metals as the world transitions to cleaner energy sources. Example, cobalt and nickel are essential for lithium-ion batteries used in EVs, which are crucial for reducing carbon emissions. Okay, resource scarcity on land. Terrestrial sources of these metals are depleting, and mining them is becoming more environmentally destructive and less economically viable. Example, Traditional mining for cobalt in the Democratic Republic of Congo has led to severe environmental degradation and human rights abuses. High economic opportunities. Countries with access to deep sea mining technology can benefit economically from these resources. Example, Japan has started exploring deep sea mining for rare earth elements to reduce its dependence on China. Environmental disaster, marine ecosystem damage. Deep sea mining can cause irreversible damage to unique and fragile marine ecosystems. The extraction process can lead to habitat destruction, loss of biodiversity, and disruption of ecological functions. Example, hydrothermal vent communities, which host unique species adapted to extreme conditions, can be destroyed by mining activities. Sediment plumes. The mining process releases sediment plumes that can spread over large areas, smothering marine life and affecting photosynthesis in surface waters. Example, sediment plumes. Example, sediment plumes from nodule mining in the Clarion Clipperton zone could impact marine organisms over vast distances. Toxic release. The disturbance of deep sea sediments can release toxic substances, including heavy metals, into the water column, potentially entering the food chain and impacting marine and human life. Example, deep sea mining activities can release toxic substances like mercury and lead, affecting both marine and human health. Lack of comprehensive regulation. There is currently no comprehensive international regulatory framework. Lack of comprehensive regulation. There is currently no comprehensive international regulatory framework to manage deep sea mining activities, leading to concerns about unregulated exploitation. Example, the International Seabed Authority ISA is still developing regulations and enforcement mechanisms remain weak. Conclusion: while deep sea metals offer a promising solution to meet the growing demand for critical metals, their extraction presents significant environmental risks. While deep sea metals offer a promising solution to meet the growing demand for critical metals, their extraction presents significant environmental risks. Balancing the need for these resources with the protection of marine ecosystem is developing robust regulatory frameworks, advancing environmentally friendly mining technologies, and conducting thorough environmental impact assessments are essential steps to ensure that deep sea mining does not become an environmental disaster. Sustainable practices and international cooperation will be key in harnessing the benefits of deep sea metals while minimizing their ecological footprint. Sustainable practices and international cooperation will be the key in harnessing the benefits of deep sea metals and while minimizing their ecological footprint. Okay. Next topic is science and technology. Question 6. What is Axiom 4 mission? What is Axiom 4 mission? How does this joint India-US mission to the International Space Station ISS contribute to India's Gaganyaan program and space exploration ambitions? Answer in 150 words. Okay. Why this question? India-USA collaboration in space exploration highlights India's growing role in international space missions and its commitment to advancing its own human spaceflight capabilities through the Gaganyaan program. Key demand of the question: to explain the significance of the India-US joint mission to the ISS, detailing its impact on India's Gaganyaan program and the broader implications for India's space exploration effects. Structure of the answer. Introduction: briefly introduce the axiom for mission. Body: first, impact on the Gaganyaan program. Explain how the mission will provide valuable experience and data for Gaganyaan program. Discuss the scientific research and technology demonstration experiments planned for the ISS. Highlight the training and operational exposure gained by the Indian astronauts. Second one is broader implications. Discuss the strengthening of India-US space cooperation and its strategic significance. Outline the potential advancements in India's human space flight capabilities and future missions. Reflect on the mission's role in positioning India as a significant player in international space exploration. Conclusion. Conclude with a way forward. Introduction. Axiom 4 is a planned commercial mission to the International Space Station (ISS). Axiom 4 is a planned commercial mission to the International Space Station organized by Axiom Space, featuring collaboration between India and the United States. Indian astronaut designates will participate with SpaceX providing the launch vehicle. Impact on Gaganyaan program. The mission provides valuable experience and data for the Gaganyaan program, enhancing mission planning and execution skills. It includes scientific research and technology demonstration experiments on the ISS. It includes scientific research and technology demonstration experiments on the ISS, benefiting space medicine, life support systems, and spacecraft technology. Indian astronauts gain critical training and operational exposure, including mission management and spacewalks, essential for Gaganyaan's success. Second is broader implications. The mission strengthens India-US space cooperation. The mission strengthens India-US space cooperations, enhancing strategic ties and technological exchange between the nations. It accelerates advancements in India's human spaceflight capabilities, paving the way for future missions and increased self-reliance. The mission positions India. The mission positions India as a significant player in international space exploration, showcasing its readiness to participate in multinational space endeavors and contribute to global space research. Conclusion. The Axiom 4 mission is pivotal for India's Gaganyaan program and space exploration ambitions, offering essential training, fostering international collaboration, and advancing India's human spaceflight capabilities. Moving forward, continued cooperation and technological development will be key to realizing India's goal in space exploration. Okay. Next, we will discuss general studies for topic is foundational values. Altruism. Altruism is the unselfish concern for other people, doing things simply out of a desire to help, not because you feel obligated to out of duty. In this context, explain the outcomes of altruism. Is it greater than compassion? Justify your answer. It's a 10-marker question. Okay, why this question? As news of the devastating landslide in Wayanad spread across a shell-shocked Kerala, residents in Tirunelveli, Kochi, and other districts swung into action. Many of them had organized collection points during the flood in 2018, and so they knew how to go about it. Structure of the answer. Introduction. Begin by writing about altruism or explaining an example of altruism. Body. First explain the outcome of altruism. Then justify how altruism is greater than compassion. Use examples to justify your points. Conclusion. Summarize by writing how to teach these in life. Introduction. Altruism is defined as the selfless concern for the well-being of others. Altruism is defined as the selfless concern for the living being of others. Actions driven by altruism are performed not because of a sense of duty or obligation, but purely out of a desire to help others. Okay, altruism. Slowly cognitively oriented responses plus fast affective responses is equal to altruism. Slowly cognitively oriented responses plus fast affective responses is equal to altruism. There are different types of altruism. First one is psychological altruism. Motivations are entirely selfless, aiming to increase others' welfare without any personal gain. Second is reciprocal altruism, helping others with the expectation that they might help in return, fostering mutual benefit over time. Third, moral altruism, driven by ethical or moral principles. Moral altruism, driven by ethical or moral principles, often associated with a strong sense of justice and fairness. Okay, what outcomes of altruism in life are: first one is enhanced well-being, second is stronger social bonds, third one is improved mental health, fourth, positive societal impact. Okay, enhanced well-being. Altruistic acts are linked to increased happiness and life satisfaction. Helping others can create a sense of fulfillment and joy. Example, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Second is stronger social bonds. Altruistic behavior fosters trust and cooperation within communities, strengthening social networks and creating supportive environments. Example, Tata Group's social image due to philanthropic works. Third one is improved mental health. Engaging in selfless activities can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression by shifting focus away from personal problems to the need of others. Example, spending time at orphanage help in finding mental peace. Fourth one is positive societal impact. Altruism can lead to societal improvements such as increased volunteerism, charitable donations, and community support, enhancing overall quality of life. Example, Akshaya Patra Foundation for Charity. Altruism is considered greater than compassion for several reasons. First one is action oriented, second is unconditional help, third one is broader impact, fourth one is sustainable positive feedback. Okay, action oriented. Altruism involves taking concrete actions to help others, while compassion is often limited to feelings of empathy and concern. Example, volunteers working in Wayanad landslide region is altruism. Second is unconditional help. Altruism is selfless and not contingent on emotional connections or personal gain, whereas compassion may sometimes be influenced by personal feelings towards the recipient. Example, compassion driven by relationships such as friendship and relations. Third one is broader impact. Altruistic actions can have far reaching consequences and lead to substantial positive changes, while compassion might not always translate into action. Example, Mother Teresa aiding poor destitute impacts their personal life. Fourth one is sustainable positive feedback. Altruism creates a cycle of giving and receiving that can perpetuate kindness and support within a community, fostering a culture of selflessness. Example, COVID time, Sonu soothed altruism in sending people home. Conclusion, to inculcate altruism, it is essential to model altruistic behavior, encourage empathy, and create opportunities for selfless acts and celebrate such behavior to inspire others. Through these efforts, altruism can be nurtured, leading to a more caring and supportive society. Okay, thank you for listening me. We'll see you in next class. Thank you very much.